In this video I want to explain the difference between story pages and story blocks. In one of the earlier tutorials we talked about newest entries, which consist of story blocks, and most active stories, which consist of story pages. For example, under ongoing stories you can find a list of story pages. Let's take a demo story to make an example. What you see here is a story page. A story page is the foundation for a new story. In here the author, also called Pathfinder, defines the core elements like title, subtitle and other values like in which language the story has been written, which genre it represents or in which story mode it operates. On every story page you will also find a teaser which talks a bit about the background of the author or the story itself and should explain some rules or what the overall goal of the story is. A story page sets up the overall setting of the story and is the starting point for all the story blocks created for it. A story block is a submission to a story page itself or to an already written story block. You will find it below here on a story page on the walked path or charted path depending on the story mode, and by clicking on walk this way you can open the story block itself. You could call it a sequel to the element that it was posted to. With each story block the story itself grows and expands. Let's jump back to the story page to give an example why we differentiate between pages and blocks. Storybed was written in a way that allows the story blocks to be posted all around an existing story. So even if a story page already has 20 story blocks to it, you could still write a new sequel for the story page itself and thereby start a completely new path for the story. You are not confined to the already established timeline at all. Same goes for story blocks. No matter if there are 1 or 100 story blocks already posted to it, you can always click on write a sequel for the story block and decide for yourself how the next step should be. So, this begs the question, how do you even navigate inside of a story? Well, in the header of every element, story page or story block, you have the link Show Path. By clicking on it, you open up a tree overview of all the existing story blocks that have been written for that specific story page. Let's jump to a story with a little bit more story blocks. You can see here that there have already been 6 stories posted. If I click on one, you can see that you also have a link on every story block at your disposal to go back one step. So we jumped from Form frei to Erwachen. Or you can jump right to the beginning with links directly to the corresponding story page, which you find here on the right side under Info. So link to overview, and we are back on the story page. I hope this tutorial helps you to navigate inside of Storybed a little bit better. See you in the next video.